Hello, everyone, or should I say my one soul person. Welcome to another open chat. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, of course, and hi, non existent audience. So, this is the second Monday, so I came on in spite of being exhausted and dealing with a week full of God. Okay. I've worked customer service and I've worked sales, right? I've done both jobs. When you're in customer service and you are so bad at your job that the poor elderly person that you're trying to help is screaming at you when you should have passed them over to sales 5 minutes ago, and then they're yelling your ear off. Yeah, that's been my day. It's been my whole day. I want to find who these managers of customer service are and have a conversation. Just saying. But let me see everybody poking in. Hi, Barrick. Good to see you. So, interesting week, folks. Real interesting week, especially about around my last Tuesday and Wednesday, where one of our own, a neurodiverse artist on Twitter, was horrendously attacked by people who support AH. She did a fan doodle. And all these people came out and brutally attacked her and started with the ableistic slurs. So you know me, I'm not going to sit there and watch that happen. So I jumped in. And then they started attacking me with the same slurs. They didn't figure on is I'm pushing 40 and I don't care anymore. Their grade school bullying doesn't affect me any more than it did in high school. But to see her come under attack and then them to attack me using all those horrible slurs, I wasn't mad for me. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. But this is a young artist who put up a fan doodle. All she did was put up a fan doodle. And then these people came out and attacked her and started throwing ableist slurs at her. And boy, did I get pissed. Like, you don't see much anger coming out of me, but yeah. I don't care who you support. What you're not going to do is attack one of my own for a fan doodle. And then tried to dox her. Yeah, I wasn't having it. So that happened, and then I got attacked, and then they started to try and attack my looks. Like, what makes you people think I give two shits about my looks? I come on here after being on the phones all day, no makeup, usually with one of my work shirts on. I don't care. Like, my broski, do you look at anything else other than those posts? It's all about going after the JRC and going after Agape and going after bastards who murder us. But no, they think I'm gonna get my feelings hurt because you're just jealous and you're just an ugly autistic girl. Like, It's your bedtime, Karen. But yeah, they were attacking her. Then anybody who came up to defend them also got attacked. And yeah. When people say they are progressive, but then they do that crap, they're not progressive. They are keyboard warriors. They are performance activists and only do it for one person.
Themselves.
You can't sit there. You can't sit there and scream human rights and we believe in women when you tear down an autistic young lady for doing a doodle.
Yeah, it sounds like they were a douchebag, whoever it was.
Like, did we tag you?
Who did it?
AH supporters.
Yeah, them fuckers again.
Started attacking her, ableist slurs, one left. If you want to know who these people are, who you think you're standing for, if you are a real women's rights activist, if you want to know who it is you're standing with, that's who they are. They don't care about you, me. They probably don't even really care about her either. And if you think that she's just there for people with disabilities and knows sign language, I got a tweet of hers where she said stereotypes of fun of a black, homeless, disabled man. So I even said, what are we doing that's ableist? I'm like, honey, there's this pic that your queen did of that man. There's the ableist slurs we hear on audio. And let's not even talk about all the ableist slurs that her supporters have thrown at Depp, thrown at us, gone after us, attacked us, even on things that have nothing to do with them. I've had them try to attack me on JRC threads before. Like, do you see your queen's name anywhere in here? You are out of your depth. Let's see. Sean, they know she's... I know they do. And they attack anyone. Anyone. These aren't progressives. They don't care about women.
Nope.
Because... what have I said the whole time? They cared about women. Why are they not standing beside women like those who have been tortured at the JRC? Where are they for Jennifer Masumba? No, it's just pretty, white, rich celebrities. You don't see their tweets about any of the other non-famous women who go through horrible things. I do, because I run in those circles. I get news from sources from all over the place, from Facebook, from Wrong Planet, from ASAN. We both do get it from ASAN.
Yep.
I got just a new contact that lives in the UK that told me about that horrible hospital of kids with mental health issues and varying disabilities that had over 2,000 sexual assaults recorded out of a unit that served 50.
That's crazy.
It actually made up over half of NHS's reports that they received like that for that year.
Holy shit. That's bad.
I never see them come talking about those ladies.
No.
And I and SBTM, we've all been to the JRC protests. None of them can be bothered for those girls. No, it's only when Oh, but she's pretty and she's a woman. So am I. So is Jennifer Masumba. So are all the other girls that are there. Or at places like Circle of Hope that we had out here. Or other schools like it. And I hate to tell you this, but as Asan could tell you, the hole just gets deeper. There are more schools, more isolation rooms, more incidents of abuse every single
day. There's a lot of shit out there. It's pretty bad.
But we're not getting help from these people.
Nope.
Nope. It's all about this blonde, privileged, neurotypical woman. It is what it is. Don't sit there and tell me you're an activist when you only shill for one person. Did I stand up for Johnny? You damn right I did, and I'll do it again. Because he's one of us. And he was attacked like all of us have been. He was vilified like all of us have been. And then vilified by the media like we've been. How many times now, Aspie Chan? How many times is it always us?
Too many fucking times to count.
Even with that shooting in Texas, we got blame.
Yeah.
From the New York Times, who's surprised. For me, it's not about celebrity. I stand with my own. If you're famous, cool. That's not the point. These girls only stand for celebrities. That's it. And those other people who scream loudly in the media only do it to get themselves seen. Or else they would be putting in the actual work instead of screaming, we should believe AA, believe all women. Then where are you believing Jennifer Masumba? I want one of these people to have the actual cojones to answer that damn question. Because nobody has.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Chairman. But we'll just call her Witchy. I won't dox her whole name on here, but Witchy was a soldier about it. I'll put it that way. She didn't take any of it to heart. But it's pretty messed up that a fan does a doodle of a guy. They do not tag anyone. They're just sharing their art. And then because they support an abuser, they decide it's okay to throw around ableistic slurs like it's confetti.
No, that's not right at all. That's fucking nasty.
Oh, but it gets better. Because I can't seem to get away from the royal family soap opera. And I mean, I literally can't, Aspie Chan. It is goddamn everywhere. I
keep getting it too. I keep getting messages about it too.
I blocked it on everything I blocked it on, and I still get it.
I keep fucking getting charged out of my debit and credit card too.
But what got my goat, because something finally got through to me, and it was because they had the little kid, Prince William's kid, up there on the balcony doing his little dance during the coronation. And then you had a bunch of, well, I'm going to say it, bunch of assholes start labeling a kid, acting like a kid. Well, they should just say that there's something wrong with him. Tell the world he's autistic and quit placating him. And yet I saw red. Saw red. It is. I have a personal problem when someone uses my diagnosis as a slur.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah.
That fucking pisses me off.
And to do that, to try and demonize a little boy being a little boy. I don't know if some of these people have ever had brothers in their lives, but I have one. He's neurotypical. He's weird like I am, but he's neurotypical. And when he was on a sugar high, he made that little kid look tame. You don't demonize little kids. You leave kids out of your spats. I would think that this would be perfectly acknowledgeable and acceptable adult behavior. And then to go and turn around and use a diagnosis that affects millions of people and use it as though it were a slur. It shows how people think of us in Great Britain.
They think of us like fucking trash. About everywhere they think of us like fucking trash, don't they?
They think they treat us like we're subhuman.
Yep.
And then when stuff like this happens, they let us know it.
Well,
And
I
I
think
gotta,
he kicked himself out or something.
yeah, he'll come back in. But yeah, that really got my goat. For God's sake, he's a 5-year-old, 6-year-old kid being a 6-year-old kid. He has no part in whatever his parents and his uncle and aunt's drama is.
Yeah.
And let's just demonize millions of people along with the kid because we're angry at one guy.
Sounds like they got the problem, not us.
Oh, and I'm not going to just sit there and be mean to the Megan supporters doing that bull because the other side has been just as goddamn guilty. They were using it as a slur against Prince Harry. Now, I don't like Prince Harry. I just don't. I'll say that. But again, using my disability as a slur just because you don't like the guy
is shitty. It's a shitty
I
thing
knew
to do.
people hated us
Fucking able to say that.
for
Yeah.
simply, existing while being disabled.
Yeah. Don't I know it?
But yeah, no, I got a real problem with the other side when you decide that my existence is worthy of being a slur.
Oh, you won't believe what happened to me the other day. I went onto my YouTube channel to check my videos and comments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the hate I got on a couple of my old videos. And it was new comments, but it was stupid. Just people hating for no reason.
Just being assholes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, my favorite so-called bully moment of them sitting there telling me when I came out to defend her, you go and touch grass, bitch. Another person said, she can't. She's autistic. I'm like,
what?
first of all, not a physical disability, Karen.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Karen. Yeah. Fuck you, Karen.
Second of all, I'm not the one refusing to read court documents. I'm not starstruck. I was only starstruck fucking once in my life. Once.
Huh.
That was it. I don't care about your stardom.
Oh.
But if somebody's going to attack you and vilify you, and you start reading more into it, and you dig into these people, and they start listing out neurodiverse traits as what makes them weird and guilty one by one, what you think somebody like me is going to do? Celebrity or no celebrity. But everybody knows that. You all saw me come on to Rob's channel when I started being a part of all this. You all saw me. I said it from day one. when I told you what I'd go back to the minute it was all over. In fact, I went back to it before it was all over because the DC goddamn circuit court. I would love to know who signs their paychecks.
I would also love to know that.
Right? How do you sleep at night knowing that you signed off so that kids can continue to be tortured face down on a 4-point board, shocked just barely below the lethal limit until they scream like Andre did? How?
Just for how their fucking brains work, too. Filthy people. Filthy fucking nerd scum. Gets on my goddamn nerves every fucking day.
It's probably a good thing I will never be in a room alone for 5 minutes with one of them.
Same here. If I was alone in the room for just a second with them, I'd fucking kill one of them.
But yeah, I've always known about the corruption of the media. I'm sure you too, Chairman. Most of us disabled people have known it.
Oh, yeah.
And God, I feel for Manson. I know it's not confirmed that he's one of us. I know he's speculated about being one of us, specifically autistic, in an interview.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talked about the Marilyn Manson is the mask. The guy behind him is Brian Warner. Anyone who's not an idiot who studied anything about theater can see the difference.
Yeah. Marilyn Manson's a stage name. He's not like Charles Manson.
It's a persona, or as Aspie Chan and I would tell you, it's a mask.
Yeah.
And we all have one. I've talked to it on my videos. I have the doll. That's when I have to go out and do my activist stuff and wear my suit and talk like neurotypicals do and act like I care about their small talk so I can get crap done. That persona is called Being the Doll. I named it a few years ago.
Yeah.
And everything about me, just like with Manson, changes. Body posture, how I talk, how I hold myself, everything changes. It's not a real person, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a character that I've created. And every single autistic has had one, especially from my generation. I know from Aspie Chans they have it too, because I talk to them. Barrett sent some... Yep, saw the interviews. Real smart guy. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Everybody knows I'm a thrash metal girl. My brother got me addicted when I was 10 years old. I can't help that. That's what I listen to. Well, thrash metal and a few other genres, obviously. Blues, jazz, classical. There's a long list in there, but first love was thrash metal, it was Metallica, it was Megadeth, it was Pantera. That's my stuff.
Yeah.
But I liked some of Manson's stuff. I like some of his stuff. I find his stage presence an extremely well-wrought work of art, because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost... I kind of want to compare it to Dunn's. I always call it Dunn's Macabre, even though I know it's Macrobee. I do that because my mom made fun of me once and it kind of stuck. But that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's the portrait of Dorian Gray. But yeah, trying to tell these young kids what the portrait of Dorian Gray is, I might as well just be having full conversations with my white wall over here.
Yeah.
Well, for blues, and my dad had me listening to the old stuff, so none of my stuff is current. It's old. It's Louis Armstrong, it's B.B. King, you know, it's Billie Holiday, who did both jazz and blues.
Yeah.
Lena Horne. It's old stuff. I'll be honest. Anything that's gonna be like past 30s and 40s, I'm not going to know. But those I do know. I listen to those.
Yeah.
And show tunes, and don't even get me started on Judy Garland, because if you're going to say that I am a stan of any particular individuals, one of those would be Judy Garland.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just talking Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Her stuff from like The Man That Got Away. Holy.
Did Judy Garland die of cancer?
I'm not remembering what she died from, but her life was very, very tragic.
Well, on the set of The Wizard of Oz, the snow was asbestos.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good thing to put on people.
Yeah, nope. Not good at all.
No.
Always good to hear, Merrick, because the last few days I've been blasting my music behind me while I've been on the phone. So people have gotten a variety coming from bands like there's Genesis they've had to listen to. There's Black Sabbath. I mean, come on. Who's not a Black Sabbath fan? Very few people. Very few people.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Black Sabbath, Kansas, Boston, Def Leppard. I'm a Def Leppard fan purely because my mom has literally pumped that music straight into my cradle. And Rob Zombie. Some Zombie, too.
Yeah.
You see this, Tiffany?
Oh, that's a lock.
Yep. They call this high security. You get this at like Menards or whatever. Look at this.
Yeah, I know they're easy to open because Paul likes to do basically when Paul gets stressed, he takes out his lockpick set and will literally sit there and play with one of those locks for literal hours. It's like his version of Tetris.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's schizotypal, and things like numbers and mechanical things will calm him down.
Yeah.
So apparently, Tiffany, come back here. Look at this. Look at this. Clink.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say anything. I'm the same person that will sit there and marathon Tetris for 8 hours straight and not stop to eat.
Oh, I'll play Fallout 4 for 12 hours straight. I'll play that game for 12 hours straight.
I see an LPL in here. Okay, yeah. So apparently he saw your LPL in the background. I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
Lockpicking lawyer?
Yeah, lockpicking lawyer, yeah. Yep, I follow him too.
No. Yeah. I don't have a lot of free time, folks.
Oh, but you have a lot of free time. I have a lot of free time. I don't know
what free time is. Well, no, I'm wrong. Free time is about twice a year when I get to go out to Silver Dollar City with my mother. That's what free time is. Other times I'm researching, I'm hearing from allies, Speaking of which, I need to speak with her again because there is some weird crap going on that ASAN needs to know about out in Britain.
Yeah.
Well, I may have to watch it or at least have it on in the background when I'm forced to deal with Karens. It might help me keep my calm and not blow my top. or not lose it with freaking customer service.
This will take the hinges off industrial doors. You just put it up there and pull it back. The spring snaps it. And they'll knock the pin out.
But we're about 30 minutes in, so it's time to shill for one of our own. I don't know if you've been made aware, Aspie Chan, but guess who's going to be opening cans this? It's going to be tomorrow.
Who?
Depp is his movie, his French movie.
That's good.
Jean Dubarry. I probably butchered that, but I do not speak French and I cannot roll R's to save my life. Do not bother to try and teach me. I've been trying for years. But he's going to be opening up cans, and people have lost their freaking minds. And they're throwing out all the usual ableist slurs about him again.
Oh, God.
No,
People.
I've
What's
seen
that
it.
in the background?
Huh?
I'm
I
not.
heard something scratching in the background.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
But I'm
I
glad
was
to see
doing
it.
something.
I'm glad to watch him open cans, and I'm glad he's doing it right in these people's faces, because then I can sit there from my couch and yell, "One of us won. Suck it."
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And not only did he win, he keeps winning.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
And now Manson's going to be putting out new music. All I need is a new Anthony Hopkins movie. Because, yeah, that's our boy. We know specifically that he's one of us. He's done several interviews on it.
Yeah.
And how he doesn't like to deal with people outside his job.
I like Anthony Hopkins. He's cool. I love his movies.
That's my boy. That's my boy right there.
I love his movies. I love all.
He's a brilliant man, and I'm sorry, he was an excellent pick for Odin. I know it's a Marvel nerd moment, but I'm old. I'm allowed.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. Too bad he died in the movie. Too bad they didn't bring his character longer in the movie, but hey.
But no, that's my boy. That's one of those things. If I ever saw anyone starting to attack him, like I'm afraid the worst part of me would come out.
Yeah.
Like, that is our boy, and our boys are doing well, and they're doing well in the face of neurotypical society, especially with Depp and Manson, because just like the rest of us, they tend to hate them, just like they hate us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's that vindictive side of me that likes to say "in your face."
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna die. It was there since I was itty bitty, and now I am fixing in on middle age. I don't think that vindictive streak's going anywhere.
Same here. Same here with me, Tiff.
Yeah, Seven Ales has been with us for a while. I met him over when I was streaming with Rob Rules, before, during the trial, during the UK mass.
Yeah. I brought him in. I'm the one that brought him in. Yep. Yep. Yep.
But I want to say this. For all I pick on my own fellow, the Depp community online, for all the stupidity, the only people, these are people that would have never known anything about us or the JRC otherwise, but they listen to what I have to say, and they've joined the rest of us against the JRC. And I'm not just talking words. I've got, I call her Princess, and she literally emails the JRC daily.
I can get her some software that can make her job a lot easier. I've got a Flutter.
That works. She calls them daily. She emails them. She emails the Massachusetts politicians. This is someone who didn't know anything about it before.
Yeah.
I've had others come out from the deaf community. I mean, Stevie did that series that I gave him basically as Stevie J. Raw. He was one of the big ones for the deaf trial. And basically, SB I sent him over to Lydia Brown's archives. I got him those blog posts from Jennifer Masumba. And he did a whole vid series on it.
Really?
To help us get the word out. Somebody who had no idea,
Okay.
not one of us, not disabled. Out of all the communities I've had to deal with over the last few years, that was incredible.
That's good. It's good to see.
Yeah. And I haven't seen that with any other community. I mean, obviously the Anthony Hopkins fans, but they've been down with us in the trenches for years. They're kind of, you expect them to be there. But apparently there's a Screen Rant making up reasons as to why Johnny hasn't been cast in Beetlejuice 2. Has anybody ever thought that maybe he's busy? I get so tired of it. The media is not there when you need them to be, like with the JRC, but they are up like freaking 9 inches of celebrity hindtail. I mean, it's just me and my autistic ranting on how I continue to not be able to wrap my brain around celebrity culture.
Oh, don't try and do that, because then you'll just give yourself a headache.
Merrick, it might be on his old channel. He switched over to do Vault of Truth. The original channel was Stevie J. Raw. You want to find it, maybe put in Stevie J. Raw and Stop the Shock. It might pop up that way. I may try and find it here. And put a link in. Yeah, HP, I was bragging about that just a second ago. Well, I was kind of bragging on all our neurotypical brothers and sisters doing good, including, well, we've been speculating whether Manson's one of us for years. Even Manson has speculated if he's one of us on one of his interviews, which amused me. I'm like, if you think you are, and
You are.
Getting all the points, welcome to the club, pal. We've got some T-shirts for you.
Yeah.
And probably a few people you should meet.
Well, I kind of wondered if I was autistic a little bit.
There's a lot of crossover traits with different diagnoses where they're not necessarily autistic,
Yeah.
but let me see here.
I'm easily triggered by noises and stupid things and stupid people, just in general. Just in general.
Trying to find that link from his old channel, see if it's on there.
That's really good.
Sorry, folks. I can not too great at doing the two things at once.
Huh.
I think I found the old channel. They removed it because they were mad at him for supporting Depp and for supporting male survivors of abuse. I remember that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
That's a thing, people. Get over it.
Right.
Yeah, just because you're male doesn't mean you can't be a victim.
Yeah, no, it's like literally the stupidest thing on the planet because for every person saying, a man can't be abused, I like
Yes, they can.
Yes, they
deeply want to
can.
show them that video of Andre McCollins and then
Mhm.
stare them in the eyes and say, you tell me that he is not a victim. After I make them stare at that video. Yeah, no, I get heated when it comes to that because I've sat there and watched it happen. I've watched particularly disabled men, neurodiverse men be murdered by significant others.
Oh, it'd be hard for my significant others to do that shit.
I mean,
And if
literally,
they did, they'd have to deal with the Bloods too.
I mean, we do it every year on this channel. We do the whole disabled day of mourning. Or how many of those are disabled men? You know?
Because my buddies at work are in the Bloods, the Crips, and other shit. They'd have to deal with a fuck ton of gangs too. If they did that, you know? They wouldn't like it. You know?
No, I know it.
Kind of worry about that myself. That's why I got a fuck ton of weapons down here.
I will have to find that. I will probably post it at some point. I may send it to Aspie Chan. The series that he did.
Oh?
Oh, when Stevie J. Rod did that series that was based off of Jennifer Masumba's blogs.
Oh. If you need help finding it, let me know. I'll get my computer back. My younger brother's using it right now. He stole it from here, even though I had the fucking door locked. You know what I mean? Hopefully I didn't fucking get it broken.
Yeah.
All right, but back to it. I'll have to find it another time, but let me pull that up here. Oh, so they scrubbed the video? They might have scrubbed that the series he did on Jennifer Masumba just because they were mad about Depp.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, scumbags doing scumbag fucking shit.
Once again, we are told we're disabled, so our lives, our abuse, what we go through doesn't matter.
Yep.
Got it, YouTube. Because
Yep.
guess what? That wasn't about Depp. That was about JRC. And guess what? Whether you like it or not, Depp's one of us.
Oh, JRC probably paid YouTube to scrub that.
Probably.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it
Thing is,
at all.
Considering how deep the rabbit hole goes with them. I mean, the more I research inside that archive, I mean, you all think the hole was deep with AH. You have not seen shit yet. This is one of the most corrupt so-called schools I've ever seen.
It is. I think it is the most corrupt one in the U.S.
I don't know. Those evangelical schools are catching up.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking bad too.
And they're abusing us there, but you already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I love this because one of those ableist bastards wasn't actually an AH stan. He just told me that you just didn't pray hard enough. You can't
Um,
parade neurodiversity away, dude. My brain has been wired from birth this way. Or to put it in Christian terms, God made me this way.
Yep.
And you know what? I
Yeah.
actually believe, yes, he did make me this way, and I'm damn glad of it.
Same here.
Have you
When
seen
you're-
neurotypicals lately?
Yeah, they act like they just. Yeah, they do not.
Woo!
Yeah, they got their heads up their asses or something.
One of these days, I'm going to get brave and do a series of what the hell is wrong with neurotypicals.
Well, when your brain
I'll
is
gladly do that.
developing and your spine is developing at the same time, and that's between 6 and 8 weeks. So, very early in development.
Some of the most ableist bastards, and I say this as somebody who practices the faith. Granted, I guess you could term it, you wouldn't really term it my version. It was the version I was brought up in, which is the hippie Christians. We'll call them that. Well-researched hippie Christians. But some of the most ableist, evil bastards I've come across are some of the most Bible-toting, chest-pumping bastards out there.
Well, I guess you can call me a Gnostic Christian.
All I know is there was one time where there was a sermon, and it wasn't at our church, but I remember somebody got it up preaching about, but God gave us the green of the earth. I'm like, oh, no, I know where this is going. Sit down immediately. Go on. I mean, technically, they're not wrong. Why are you hating on disabled people? I'm like, okay. This seems like a sane version of Christianity. I'm a sane teenager. Talk to me. It gets even more interesting when you read like what they call, the doctors of the faith, Augustine. It's not what people say it is. This is why people need to learn how to read for themselves.
Yeah.
All right, Merrick is talking here. As I know ableists, they will do this shit for free no matter what they can gain from their recuperation, or they might lost the fighting. Oh, yeah. Fun fact, Kathy Griffin. Mrs. I have been irrelevant since the 90s. Mrs. You should stop picking on Sia. I'll stop picking on Sia when she stops picking on us. It's very simple. I'm not a mean person.
Nope.
I've been told, in fact, I have a big heart.
Same here.
But I am a bitch on wheels when you come for one of my own. That's just a fact. That's why I say I would love one of these people, one of these AH stands, to watch that Andre McCollins video and then come and tell me that he was not abused because he's a man. Because there is a lot of group of people that person would not survive if they were near. Fun fact, Kathy Griffin, the ableist who called JD a booze bag and defended AH, is on Epstein's flight log. Nobody's surprised. I'm actually more surprised that she was a big enough celebrity that Epstein actually wanted her on his island.
Huh.
Like, but you see us as disabled too. I'm like, okay. She did not have the right to A, depict us in the way she did in her film, without even consulting a single one of us, and B, coming down and saying to an autistic actor that maybe they just weren't talented enough to be put in the film.
Isn't AH staying in Spain now? She's out of this country.
I don't care where she is. I just want her the hell off my TL. I deal enough with ableist bastards and bitches every second of my life. If she is in another country, I want her to stay there. Be happy, far away from any camera or any way that I have to see her face.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want people to stop passing those photos around. Like, if she wants to live in obscurity, give it to her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She brought this shit on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Or as I said when they came from Greta Thunberg being ableist pieces of human garbage, don't fuck with autistic people.
Yep.
Don't fuck with disabled people. And just don't be a piece of racist crap and pretend that you're a warrior for women.
Don't be a
And
piece
people,
of crap at all.
And people, please do me a favor. Don't pick on people who are wounded warriors and people with PTSD.
Oh, don't get me started. Did you know, Chairman, it's not just autistics they tortured there at the JRC. Some of them,
No, I didn't know that.
people with PTSD, people coming out of abusive childhoods, young men, and they strap them to that machine.
Well, the other night I had a talk a friend of mine who is a wounded warrior down from taking a bullet to his own self.
So they go after all of us. They're torturing all of us. Angel Man, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, PTSD. Like,
Well,
could you imagine anything more goddamn horrifying? Suffering and having flashbacks, and then they strap you to that machine.
oh, I can imagine.
It makes... what can I say? It makes me stabby?
Yes. Same here.
Because my stepfather's
yeah.
a veteran. My brother was a veteran. My brother...
my dad and his dad, and such a long family history of that in my family too.
I know I've said it 1,000 times, but my brother was there at the Fort Hood massacre. He was there. Out in the commons room. While it was happening.
Huh. Yeah, that was messed up. That was very messed up.
And yeah, unlike AH, when he says he donates to charities like Till Valhalla, he actually does donate.
Yeah.
But he's been doing a lot with Till Valhalla, and there was a specific stop, like you were talking about, stop veteran suicide that he gives to and he plugs every year on his birthday.
It's important to me. That's very important to me because I couldn't serve my country the way I wanted, so I try and serve those who serve me.
I try to do the same thing when I fight so hard. I may not be like my brother. I couldn't serve in the army. But I fight for my own as best I can.
Yeah. Well, the other night I almost lost one, so.
Oh, we got an update on that Tiffy Rochelle race, the one that basically started a cult and was molesting the kids.
Holy crap.
Yeah, YouTube, the Tiffany Raquel trial has been postponed to November. And all the while, those kids are being forced to film 12 hours a day while their parents do nothing. Jesus. My mom would have burned that house down already. I'm sorry. We got vindictive women. We do not do well with people who do this sort of thing. We don't. Ugh. Can we put Tiffany Rockwell, AH, and Matthew Israel in one freaking cell?
Yes.
That's what I'd like to see.
Keep them there forever.
3
Don't let them out.
narcissists. Be like its own version of
Narcissistic
Survivor.
pieces of shit.
Like its own twisted version of Narcissist Survivor. See who comes out alive. God, I'm a horrible human being sometimes.
Same here.
I'm even more horrible because I know I'd watch. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I want to see that bastard Matthew Israel suffer the way he deserves.
Same here. I'd like to see him die.
And don't, no. Let's throw all 3 of these narcissists in a cell. We'll put it in the center of the earth. We'll put a camera in there. See who survives.
And if any of them do, we'll
She
shoot at them.
also sexually abused her own niece. Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Oh, we got more on this. She mailed her own daughter's underwear to old men and made one of the kids watch Pornhub.
What the fuck?
She sexually abused her own nieces.
That's
like-
not good.
Reminding me the Austin Anderson trial all over again.
Shouldn't she go to prison for just making her kid watch Pornhub? Isn't that
Yes.
illegal?
Yep.
Yeah. That's illegal, isn't it? Yeah.
And that's literally everyone, Merrick. You are literally
That's
everyone right
illegal.
now.
That
is
is
illegal.
Yeah. Yeah. So if she's done that, then why isn't she behind bars right now?
And make
For at
kids
least
pose
that
it
offense.
suggestively. I may hate my conservative state with every fiber of my being, and I want out of here more than I can possibly say. And the only thing that literally holds me back is I do not have enough money to do so, nor do I have the guts to hitchhike. But the one thing I can say, shit like that around here, no. Because if the cops wouldn't do something, the locals would.
Yeah. I don't understand. How is she not in jail for at least that? Made her kid watch Pornhub. What the?
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Made her
Yeah.
daughter
Jail.
pretend she was pregnant just for a video.
What the fuck?
What? What the? What? Why isn't this woman
getting worse-
behind
worse
bars
and worse.
Oh
in
God!
like solitary
Merrick
confinement?
said, any of you guys remember Daddy of Five?
Uh-huh.
We
Daddy of-
all in the autistic community know about Daddy of Five. Bastard.
Daddy of Five. I gotta look
I
that
want
up.
that motherfucker dead. He abuses kids.
I
I wonder if that was the same dude who used to attack me on Wrong Planet.
Probably.
Scream at me, tell me I'm not really autistic, I'll kill you, I'll kill your family.
Yep. That motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember telling him, my family's full of veterans.
We have a lot of guns.
Good luck.
Good
By the way,
luck,
my mom
yeah.
just got a new gun. Congratulations, you're her moving target.
I told the guy once I'd use him as a pin cushion if he showed up at my property.
That guy was, oh my God. Some of the family vlogs done on us. Well, Chairman, you've seen them. I'm sure you've seen them for other disabilities as well. The Downs kids. Don't get my brother Joe, my oldest brother, don't get him started on how he feels about how Downs kids are exploited and how they tried to get him to do it with his son. Because
I see that shit all the time too.
Okay.
Like he was about ready to breathe fire.
Okay. All right, I gotta check that out.
And she kissed a 17-year-old boy without his consent. It was caught on video.
You can go to jail for that.
Not if you're a woman, because we don't do anything. God. People believe this crap. This is what blows my mind. Nobody lives in reality anymore.
Nope.
Except us poor autistic and otherwise disabled fuckers who are forced to. And then everybody gets mad at us when we make them face reality.
Yep.
You just like them because of their star power. No, Karen, I just don't want you to vilify another one of us and try your same ableistic shit on him that you've done with the rest of us. Let one fucker escape.
Okay, I punched in family of or daddy
of five.
Yeah, and it took me to the Martin family.
Oh God, goddamn! I remember that, Merrick. Fathering autism. I got into some rows with
Raising Autumn is another one.
I got into some rows, and the worst one, Chairman, is Connie goddamn Manning. I try not to hate people, but I hate that woman with my whole goddamn soul. The way she doxed Lyric. She doxed my friend.
Okay.
She doxed them. Excuse me, I did not mean to do that. Doxed them. Dead named them.
Up.
Continues to stalk them.
Who is this?
To dead name.
They're stalking Neurebel? Who is this motherfucker?
Connie Manning.
I'll find them.
She's a peach. Demands us to put out our diagnosis papers. Don't get me started.
Who is she? Some sort of like influencer or some bullshit?
No, she's making money off the back of her autistic kid, peddling her wares, telling us we don't have real autism because we're not like her son. You know, the same ad hominem we've all heard.
Oh, and fucking autism warrior mama bullshit. That stuff.
And then attack us.
Yeah.
Like, how is me getting diagnosed in any way affecting your kid's ability to get services? What services do you think, as a woman pushing 40, that I'm getting? I can tell you.
None.
None. My services got yanked in 2008.
I just came across a video, murdered while filming a TikTok video. Wow.
Yeah, no, those autism freaking... God, don't get me started. These kids are being treated like workers. Oh, good God, HP. She jumped out of cars and poked children in the butts.
Dude,
Again, anyone who wants to sit there and tell me there's no female privilege, why is a woman with allegations like this, with this crap literally being filmed, not in a jail cell?
Yeah.
Explain that to me. If there's no female privilege, if
She needs to be in
everybody is
jail.
equal and it's all delusional, it's all in our heads, if that were a man doing
He would
those
be in
type of
jail.
videos,
He'd be in prison. And you wouldn't survive long in there.
mhm.
Believe me. They don't
I
take
hate
kind
to
of those
dose
motherfuckers.
reality on these so-called keyboard warriors parades, but any man caught on YouTube doing that would, while he was filming and live streaming, have the cops come in. I'm just saying.
I've seen someone get arrested while being on live stream, while doing a live stream on YouTube.
So all 11 kids have sued her. Good. 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 I'm glad to see it.
Yeah,
I
she
hope they win
conspired
too.
with YouTube to take those channels down. What the? Jesus.
There's some sick people in this world. They
YouTube
prey on
needs to
the
get checked
vulnerable.
on by the cops, man.
No, I'm just saying, after everything HP just posted, had that been a father instead of a mother,
He'd be in jail.
Yeah.
He'd get a very long sentence and he wouldn't survive it because they don't take kind of pieces of shit like that. Not in
Nope.
prison.
Nope,
I
there's
Matthew,
rules to even.
can we put her in a cell with Matthew Israel? Maybe he can psychoanalyze her. I'm sorry, but that guy's psychoanalyzing anyone after reading days and days of his so-called defense, which is such a butchered and horrific amount of pseudo-babble and pseudoscience and word salad that it almost makes a Lane the lawyer look completely articulate in comparison. Sorry, but days and days of reading that man's word salad for this channel to get the JRC taken down. And the fact that Washington listens to this delusional man and his acolytes will never cease to just... Oh, we got more on this. Raquel's boyfriend, Hunter Hill, is younger than her. She had Piper pretend that Hunter was brother for some videos.
What?
What the hell?
Talk about someone who deserves to be in prison.
Bad.
Yes, yeah. Talk about someone that deserves to be in prison. Holy shit!
Right? Got some Jodi Arias bitches out there.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, some of the sickest things I've seen, the same people defending AH and people like Raquel. Jodi Arias was a queen. I'm like, okay, apparently it's time for your beds. Because this isn't female empowerment. This is mental illness going untreated and being celebrated.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's not female power right there.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started because, out here in Missouri, SB Chan, they have decided, well, since we're done attacking the drag queens, as I knew somehow eventually it would revolve around us Missourian autistics, so it has.
What was it?
Oh, it's just part of, we have individuals who are trans out here who are autistic. They are not nonverbal. They are adults.
I heard about that, where they're like, oh, nonverbal autistic children can draw their feelings and consent to sex changes.
These
Is that
aren't
what you're
children.
talking about?
They're telling grown ass they've done the law that not even adult, basically someone fully, God, you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah?
Someone like myself could walk in there, fully functioning and everything. You have that autism diagnosis, guess what? Yeah.
We won't be able to get it? Hey.
And
that's
I already know
bullshit.
that that's just the start of the rabbit hole. Because if they can get away with it in one law, how long is it before they start doing it with others? It's Missouri. The only reason I was able to do what I was able to do and get the education that I got is, I will admit, I know some people yell at me, but I had privilege. My uncle is a wealthy man. I was able to do everything that I did because I had that privilege because of who he is and who my mom is. And my aunt and everybody. Everybody else who didn't have those advantages, guess what happened? They got shut off into special ed and nobody tried to teach them a damn thing.
Yeah,
They taught them all sorts of useless bullshit, and that was it.
You're looking at one of them right here.
They did that to you?
Yes, they did.
They did it to me, too, but I didn't really pay no attention to the useless bullshit they're spouting.
Oh, they labeled me in special ed.
Decided to learn
labeled-
themselves instead of listening to their fucking shit.
They labeled me emotionally disturbed.
Of course they did.
They labeled me, what was it? Emotionally disturbed, ADHD, and
Which I have, ADHD.
Many of my friends do. Ted does.
and about 5 other things I can't even remember. And I even remember my special ed teacher's name still. I still remember the bitch. But I won't share her name.
The only reason I
won't
got
share
out
it.
of that was twofold. They were scared to death of my mom because of who my uncle was. That's it.
Do you know what they told my mother? Move out of Prince William County, Virginia. Move into another county.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what they told my mother. Move out of Prince William. Because that's where I live in. That's where I had lived, in Prince William County.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Can't
God, it
believe
gets
that.
worse.
I can't believe that.
She's going on. So, HP has a little bit more on the case for us here. We're going to have to do some digging, I think. And she bragged about dating registered sex offenders and gave vapes and alcohol and drugs to the kids, even her daughter when she was 9.
That's bad. You shouldn't give that shit to children. Fucking hard enough to
Legally,
quit as an adult.
she's
Why
burying
the fuck would you give it
herself
to your
in
kids?
the ground, but no one's doing a damn thing about it.
And they say there's no female privilege, folks.
She's done all this illegal shit and she's still not in prison?
And she's done it on camera, on YouTube, for the world to see.
Yeah, but didn't she have someone at YouTube take all that shit down or something?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Cockroaches will do anything to get fucking not seen, you know what I mean? So they
Yeah.
act like fucking roaches,
Yeah.
trying to hide from the light. Because they know if they get caught, they go down.
Yeah. Turn up.
Fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, that.
Merrick is all of us once again, folks. Right the fuck? How the she get out of this? What is her trick? Like, right?
Probably got some people.
I'm
addicted to
actually
drugs,
seeing the
drugs
video still
or
on
something.
line here. I'm still seeing the videos, so they didn't take them down. They didn't take them down. That's
Well, my cat and my cell phone are reminding me, Mommy, we're in for probably more tornadic weather. As long as it doesn't put another crack in my balcony door, I'd be happy.
huh.
Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, he had looked over to the blinds, looked at me, and then decidedly look out the window. His way of telling me, Mommy, bad weather. Isn't that right, Mr. Kitty? You want to see the peoples? It's getting close to chime, and you're the comfort kitty. Aw, do I have to pick you up? Come on, Mr. Mew Mew.
Bad weather's coming. That's not very good.
Oh, isn't that cute?
He's
Nice
a
cat.
good boy.
My guess is you don't have any mice coming around your house.
Aw, you actually looked at the camera this time and said hi.
Oh.
Comfort cat is comfort cat. This is what stops meltdowns, folks. Everybody will tell me. You know, our friend Chloe Aspie-Chan, she'd be like, Tiffany? Yes. Go get the cat. Go get the cat and pet it.
Yes, I've heard that before.
Right now. Sometimes it does actually stop them in their tracks because he's a good kitty.
Oh.
He's a good comfort animal. Many autistics relate very closely to cats and
Yep.
dogs, but
Mostly, it's me. It's mostly cats. I heard.
No.
cats
Yeah,
understand
I heard
us.
about that too.
I was raised around Abyssinians, so.
The cats understand us. They understand when you need the alone time.
Yep.
Oh. Ow.
All right, folks, it's getting about that time. I'm getting pretty tired. Thank you, HP, for bringing us in all that information. I'll probably have to do some research. I may start bidding on it. I mostly do front loads on the weekends. That's why I say I will try.
Yeah.
I will try to get at least something in. I'll look some information up sometime tomorrow after I do my front load 7 videos of the week because the JRC is not buried and dead yet. And I can't stop until they are stopped.
And I don't know why they are still around, but somebody's definitely protecting their butt.
So it's the FBI and everything. It's actually the government actually. It's protecting them.
It's the DC Circuit Court.
Yep.
I mean, you have the UN telling you are emphatically violating the Convention on Human Rights.
The
and
UN.
Nothing.
They told me they have the FBI after me.
Oh, good God. The FBI's after everybody, apparently. Whatever. I'm not like old yet, but I'm getting to the point of being too old to care.
Yeah.
Same here.
All right, well, folks, I do appreciate it. Let's leave on a little bit of a high note, folks. One of our own won their case against their abuser. It is opening a film festival, which is awesome.
Yep.
And so I get to say with great glee that the media who likes to villainize us can go and suck it.
Yep.
With a huge ass smile on my face. And I can smile even more because Manson, who is speculated to be one of us, is also still winning and getting ready to put out new music, which I will listen to, even though it's not usually my thing, because, again, got to support your own.
Right?
Yeah.
And even if he's not autistic, he is one of us weirdos, so I'll support him because of that, too.
I want to say something real fast to everyone
Before we head out, yeah.
who says bad comments about my videos, and you have no life. Whoever's doing that has no life. If you have to pick on a person like me, then you are the saddest human being I've never met, but would like to, and I'd like to face you. But you're too much of a coward, so.
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, the chairman, as always, I appreciate you coming on. If you'd like
No
to start
problem.
during your lives, just dropping the link to your channel on the chat, that would be pretty awesome.
Well, I don't do lives because I don't have a computer. I only have a cell phone, so I can't do lives yet because I don't have.
But you got a link to your channel, though, right? Like on my lives, when you come on here, drop your channel link.
All right.
I will see you all next week. I'm going to go veg and stare at the TV.
Yep. See you later, guys.
Bye, everyone. See you
Bye.
guys. Meow, meow.
Oh, I love that cat. Such a cute cat.
He is a good boy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.